Welcome back to another episode of Seams and Downs. We're in the presence of Elmore Park Middle School, or the Bartlett football coach, middle school program, Coach Jackson. Today's show is brought to you by Johnny's HVAC, where just a couple of weeks ago I ran into a situation where it started to get slightly warm in my home, and Johnny came on out and he made it cool again by replacing a part on my AC. So check out Johnny's HVAC. But without further ado, just wanted to start this off. Coach, appreciate you agreeing to meet with us. Man, just to kind of, tell the world about you. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, just a ball coach. Lorenzo Jackson from Haytown, Missouri. Little small town in Boo Hill. Just love ball. I'm a old fashioned football coach. Got the love of the game from my dad. He was a youth league coach, so
Okay.
I just kind of took what he did and kind of tried to take it to the next level.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So played high school ball?
Yeah, played high school ball. Didn't do nothing in college. I mean, I had one scholarship offer. I wasn't that good. And they offered me and they begged me to come. Central Methodist.
Okay.
He called me like, "Hey, can you come?" I'm like, "Man, if y'all need me, y'all must not be that good." So
Man.
so I just went to Ole Miss to be a student. I went there to be a student, man, and enjoy my time in Oxford. But yeah,
I got you. Well, it sounds like, you playing high school ball and everything. You've got something to bring to the table.
Oh yeah,
right down here in the Memphis area. So how'd you wind up down here in the Bartlett area?
How did I wind up in Bartlett? So I moved out of my hometown. I started coaching in Haytown for a couple of years. I went to Crothersville. That's my hometown rival for a year. Came back to Haytown for a couple of years, and some things happened there. With me and my wife wanted to relocate.
Okay.
So we tried St. Louis first, and I grew up in St. Louis. I always tell people, hey, I was born in Haytown, but St. Louis made me a man. Because it's a city. It's a city.
Yeah.
But my wife didn't like it that much in St. Louis because we was in St. Louis.
Sure.
So she didn't care for it that much. So, like I say, I went to school at Ole Miss. So Memphis, the South Haven area, I kind of liked. So we ended up coming down and found some jobs. And, Dr. Randall got me right. Yeah, got my wife a job, got my son in preschool, and it's been perfect. It's perfect ever since. Yeah.
Man, that sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Like perfect time.
Yes, sir.
Perfect time.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
And so you've been here at Elmore Park, or the park, for how long you been here?
It's my 6th year.
Wow.
It's my 6th year. So we came during COVID. So
Okay.
the 2020, 2021 year when virtual, it was wild, but that was my first year.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. So let me ask you, and ever since you came here, you've been on the program, the football program, or been involved with it sometime?
No, my first year I was a math teacher. I was a math teacher, so that's how I got in. Because that's why I got my math certification, because I knew I could be able to go anywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
So I got in the door, and I guess they found that I was a coach. I had accomplished some good things in St. Louis, and one day Dr. Randall said he wanted to see me. Like, man, it was towards the end of the school year, so I'm scratching my head like, man, am I that bad of a math teacher? He said, look, they said, I want to move you to the gym. I said, you want to move me to the gym? Oh, let's go. He said, but you got to be the Bartlett Middle School football coach. I said, oh, let's go right now.
Wow.
When I start.
Wow.
So that's how it happened.
I mean, instantly you were asked to do something that sparked out.
Because I was in talks about being dealing with the freshman program my first year. But the time Elmore Park get out, it don't mesh well with any high school sport. Because we get out at 4, they start practicing at 2. So that's what. So I was already kind of on their radar when I came.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing to know somebody. That's pretty cool. So Coach, so now that you've been in charge of the program, talk to us a little bit about who's your major influences when it comes to how you coach, or who you look up to, mentors?
Like I said, my dad, man, he old school. He hey, can you block? Can you chop? He don't. If he saw my offense and stuff now, he would be like, man, what's all that basic running, man? I could, we do the motion, the jet sweep, the shotgun. We might be shotgun on 4th and 1. I can hear him slapping me upside the head, like, man, what are you? So. But he'll be like just hard nosed, man. Can you block? Can you tackle? That's always been in my head. The team that blocks the best, tackles the best, don't win the game most of the time. So that's that. Yeah.
That's a pretty good philosophy. Wow. And does that philosophy really work for you at the middle school level as far as just teaching them the fundamentals?
Every time we win or lose a game, we was the team that blocked the tackle. I mean, it's just that simple. If you can block, you can tackle. Most of the time, and you don't turn the ball over, you're going to win. So my philosophy is take care of the football, block, tackle.
Interesting. So let's talk about some of the young men that you've got, because I know that you're a role model, and I know that even my son, mentioned you quite frequently.
Yeah,
you and Coach Wright, man, because Ben loved you guys. Believe it or not, he really enjoyed
Coach Wright. That's my right hand man.
So let me ask you this. So age group, as far as the middle school program, and let me real quick, just for clarity, the middle school program is all 4 middle schools for the Bartlett area?
3 of them.
Three middle schools.
Bun, Lynn, Elmore Park, Apple.
Okay, so folks, there's 3 middle schools that all feed into the Bartlett Middle School program, so that really helps out. So all these schools feed into the program. When you're working with the kids, you've got a coach. You're here from Elmore Park. You've got another coach from another school and another coach from the third one.
No, so we don't have nobody at Apple right now.
Okay,
so Coach Wright, my offensive line coach, my assistant head coach, he's at Bun Lynn.
Gotcha.
And I'm here. Then I got Coach Harper. He don't work for the school. I got Coach Fisher. He works for Shelby County, but I stole him from them. And then I got Coach Ridgeway, who's his son played for me a couple years ago. He was a D1 guy, played D1 football.
Okay.
And I was like, man, I need you to come coach linebacker. Same thing with Harper. He was a D1 football player, so he coached the quarterbacks. Coach Wright, he been coaching for 20 years down in Arkansas, so he do my old line. So we got a good staff. We got a real good staff, man. I like my staff.
Yeah, that makes sense now. So you got some visibility with your coaches who can see the players at alternate locations. Yeah. That way, you're not just seeing them for your practice.
Except Apple. So I got to get somebody. Everybody over there at Apple, come on over there. I need you on the staff.
Well, that's a good plug. So Apple, make sure you're listening up. So age group, you got 6 through 8. So that's roughly what, 12
to 14.
12 to 14. Okay. So let me ask you this: your average age player on your team, are they 7th grade, 8th grade, or
8th grade? I'm 8th grade here.
8th grade heavy.
Because I only did one team. See, like in the past, we've done JV and varsity. So this year we only doing varsity.
Gotcha.
Yep. So we mostly 8th grade this year.
Okay. So let me ask you something. When your players are coming to you, even 8th grade heavy, is there anything that you're noticing about them playing at a travel or a 12U program that you're having to, work with other coaches on or address right there on the field? I know you said your tactics was block and tackle.
Yeah. Just a little technique, just cleaning up technique. We got a great youth program. We got great coaches. Ms. Davis runs that, so they do a good job when they come to us.
Yes, sir.
But just cleaning up a little bit of the technique, keep your head up when you tackle, not using your pass, stop, because you like at the younger level you can grab and you can throw them down when you tackling, but these backs in my league is big boys. Sure. You got to put shoulder pad on thigh if you want to bring them down, or you're going to hurt your arm. So just teach them to use their pass and technique things,
Okay. All right. So, and your practices are not here at this facility. You guys practice out at the academy.
Yeah, with 9th grade academy.
9th grade academy. Yeah. Wow. And has the heat gotten into you guys any?
We missed a few days this week, but it's been a pretty decent summer. Like last year was way more than this year. A few. We had to practice in the gym a couple times, but for the most part, it's been a real even kill summer. Not too bad. It ain't been too scorching.
Okay. And you got a season coming up, right?
Thursday, first game, kick off.
Thursday. This Thursday.
This Thursday.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I know.
sir.
I can see it. I can
I'm
see it in you, man.
I'm ready. I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge, man. I'm ready. We've been hitting each other all these months. We had a couple scrimmages, man. I'm ready to play.
Look, man, I can look. You look ready.
ready
I know
to
you
play.
got the ice in your veins. I know you just want to see what they can do.
I'm
That
ready
way
to
you
play.
can, figure out
Yes, sir.
how to make your modifications.
Yeah.
And so forth. Well, do you have any prospect players that you'd like to mention?
Man, I got a quarterback, Hawk Spangenberg. So he with me now. I got some receivers that's loaded up. Chris, Silas, Judah. I got some dudes, man. I got some dudes. Justin. I got some receivers, man. I got some receivers. I got a quarterback. We got a pretty good team.
Outstanding.
If we can be physical,
wow,
we'll be all right.
Be physical and keep into that regimen of blocking.
Blocking and tackling. If we can do that, man, we'll be tough to beat.
Outstanding.
We'll be tough to beat.
Let me ask you this.
Mm.
So, as far as community, you talked about we talked about what it is with your coaching philosophy, where it came from. We talked about some mentors. Let's talk about as far as community. How has this Bartlett Middle School program benefited the community, and the community benefited Bartlett Middle program?
We coming together. It used to be Elmore. They say before I came, Elmore Park had a team. Everybody was different. So when Coach Tucker came, he wanted it together so it can feed, so we can keep the kids in the program. He wanted one voice, so his voice can come to me, so he ain't got to talk to 3-4 guys and say, hey, Elmore Park, you do it this way. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He can just talk to me and I can trickle it down. So that's how it's helped, the high school team, because I'm seeing a lot of my guys on Friday, which makes me proud, seeing them guys on Friday. And the community, we still kind of getting it. Like, it's kind of confusing to it. Like, Bartlett Middle School, what that's it? That's what they like.
Right.
Every time, Bartlett got a middle school, all three of us together. So it's not like our Elmore Park basketball team. Everybody takes pride because it's Elmore Park.
Right.
Applin's volleyball team. Applin gonna take pride because it's Applin. Bun, Lee, and this. When it's all three together, like everybody should I take credit, or is that our
Yeah.
So we still kind of trying to fill out, trying to get everybody the exposure, because it's still kind of new. This is my 5th year doing it, and this is like the 6th year of it being together, so it's still kind of new.
Okay. Even with this, as far as coaching and everything, what have you learned yourself about being a coach right here at the park or on this Bartlett program?
Man, because I come from high school.
Yeah.
So I had to really break things down more so than I had to do when I was at the high school level. So at the high school level, I was coaching varsity, so I'm getting 11th and 12th graders, and I could say, hey, you got this route, you go here. All right, I'm going.
And they understood.
They understood. So my first year here, I was still in my high school mode, and I had, okay, you in middle school now. Let's scale it back. Let's give them less plays, because I had a whole 2-3 wristbands full of plays.
Yeah, risking it all.
So I said, okay, let me scale it back, and I've been trying to, I'm still adjusting to it, but I think I probably pretty much got it down now, though.
Outstanding. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat. So, as far as, I want to go back to the community, because even seeing the program last year, we saw all those schools come together, and I know it's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So now that all of them are together and you're building one voice, one pipeline, tell us more about that. As far as, what are you learning about bringing all those kids together and using that as one pipeline into the bigger, larger Bartlett program?
So the last couple of years, when it first started, it was like the kids didn't know names. They didn't know each other's names because they don't go to school with each other. So now I'm trying to build like a camaraderie. So we done had a cookout this year to try to. We had weightlifting. We got a nice weight room now, so all the schools come together. So they kind of knowing each other now. Okay. They've seen each other since March, things like that. So they know each other, and so they can play for each other. If you got this guy beside me, you don't really know, and he might not do his job. But then now I'm trying to build this sense of we all one team. It ain't Elmore Park. We all know each other. we all together, and that's what I'm trying to build. So I'm gonna just keep doing those what they call team building exercises.
I love
Go to main event or something like so we can see each other outside of the football field, so they can get to know each other on a more personal level.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful, Coach.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mhm.
So that leads me to this question right here. You know, I can see. I feel your power coming, and I just do. I feel your passion and your inspiration on this stuff. So that is one of your big things beyond the X's and the O's of a football team. Is that team building and that team bonding aspect of things.
Play for the guy next to you. You know, I come from a small town, so the guys I played ball with, we knew each other since we was knee high to a grasshopper. You know, so. The city, Bartlett's big. So, you know, you might not know a guy until you get to the academy because you probably was at this elementary school, this middle school, then you see him at the academy. So what the middle school is doing, they seeing these guys since 6th, 7th grade.
Sure.
So now when they get to high school, they're a team, they're a brotherhood. Because football, you know, football is about brotherhood.
Right.
You know, that locker room is sacred. You know,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
if you know each other, everybody together, man, it makes for a better product on the football field.
Oh, that's awesome, Coach.
Yep.
That really is. I love to hear you say that. So let me ask you this. When it comes to you putting the effort together to try to put that regimen into your team, I love the fact that you brought up your coaching staff and things of that nature. How do you take what you put into the team and even put that into your coaching staff?
Oh man, it's one voice. So I let them I delegate.
Okay.
So I tell we have a meeting, I tell I want to see this, I want to see this, I want to see this, and I know they're gonna go out and execute. They'll ask me, Coach, you think we need to you trust yourself. Like, you know, I don't make like on the starters and stuff, the guys that they're with, their position coach make that call. Like, cause you with them every day. So I just try, this is my vision, this is what I want out of this position. You got a guy for it? All right, this is my guy for it. This is what I want out of this. I want a guy that can block here. I want a guy that's speed here. And it's their job to put that guy out there. You know, so.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are there any major fundraisers that you bring the community into every year?
So we did a boss card fundraiser this year, like the high school football. We did that with them. And we doing a calendar fundraiser. Yeah, the calendar fundraiser is gonna be starting in September. So if my kids come around with that calendar, make sure you donate. So that's when you can just purchase the day. So it's September the 1st is $1. Give them $1. September the 30th, give them $30. And if they get every day sponsored, it's a good amount of money to go to the program.
Oh, that's fantastic. Make sure you give us the link. Look, we're gonna post the link out there with our episode for today. So we're gonna have the link for you out there too.
Good deal.
Outstanding. So with this weight room, I am just mesmerized, folks. I wish you could see this weight room. You know, it really is for a middle school program to have this type of a weight room. Was this a donation, or was this from? What prompted the weight room here?
So I was me and the coaches, we was talking, and we're like, man, we need to get these guys stronger. You know, after we lost to Houston last year, it's like, man, we got to get these kids stronger. And Coach Harper, him and his wife, Miss Jenna Harper, she works at the high school. They donated $5K and then we called it at a good time because Bartlett Rec was turning over to YMCA. So they redid it. You know, if you were in Bartlett, you know they redid the whole weight room.
Right.
So they gave us a few of the machines and the dumbbells, you know, the few things they was getting rid of. But everything else comes from Coach Harper and his wife.
Man, that's love right there.
Bought the racks and the flooring. And yeah, man, we appreciate them.
That's love right there.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's people that believe in this program and want. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah. So let me ask you this: upcoming season, first game's on Thursday of the 2025 season, 2026, right? We'll say 2025-2026 school year. What are you looking forward to about this season coming up?
I want to see my athletes be athletes. I got some guys on the perimeter. The last couple of years I've been a run heavy. I haven't had quite the guys on the perimeter, but this year I got some guys on the perimeter, and I got a couple guys at quarterback that can get it to them.
Yeah.
So I'm going Mike Leach air raid on them. We're gonna try to toss it around. That's my plan, but you know, everybody got a plan till you get hit in the mouth. So we might end up running the ball 30 times a game. I don't know.
Oh man,
I got athletes though, so I'm anxious to see them in competition. Yeah.
outstanding. Well, we're looking. I know we're looking forward to it. And hey, and if you get an opportunity to come on out, make sure we'll post the schedule out there. We'll make sure we post the schedule. So come out, so you guys can come out and support if you've got the time. So, like I said, season coming up. Excited about that. Of all the teams that you're playing, what team do you look forward to just playing the most, or is it that mutual thing?
Well, I know Bartlett hate Arlington. I figured that out. So it's always good to play Arlington. But it's Houston, man. Houston is the team that, you know, Houston and Broadcrest is in our league as well.
Wow.
So those are the only two teams since I've been here I haven't beat. Houston beat me every year and Broadcrest beat me. So I look forward to try to climb that mountain. I finally beat US last year.
Okay.
So I got to get Houston and Broadcrest. Those are two teams I know they always well coached. They always gonna have some dudes, and yeah, them the two teams I want to beat this year. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Be mindful. Coach is also a member of the teaching staff here, so you know he's got school duties as well.
I got bus duties.
Well, let me ask you this: what has been today? What has been your most memorable experience coaching? That gem that you remember, whether throughout your coaching career, what has been the most memorable experience for you?
Just being at Bartlett, or
overall.
Man, in St. Louis, when I was in Hayti, my guy went and coached the team in St. Louis. He was begging me, man, come with me. I'm like, man, my wife, we don't want to go to St. Louis. So they hadn't won a game. The team he took over hadn't won a game in a couple of years. Then they won 1 or 2 here. So the first year he was there, they were bad again. And man, come on, man, you gotta come. So my wife was like, come on, we need to change the scene. Let's go. So I went up there my first year. And we went 8-3, won the conference. I was the OC. And man, the next year, the target was kind of on our back. And some things happened where the coach, they got rid of my partner. They called me up there, so they made me the head coach. So most of that year I was the head man. And man, we went 11-2, won the conference, won the district. And man, to see the whole south side of St. Louis just man, they were standing all on the roads. And after we won that district championship, man, that's probably the most proudest I've been as a coach. It was because they hadn't won in 20 years or something like that, 15, 20 years. And so the whole, everywhere I went to the barbershop, everybody talking about it. And I couldn't, oh man, hey coach, hey man, keep them boys. Man, and this St. Louis, this ain't the most safest place. So when people pull up on you, don't know what they pull up on you for. But hey, coach, keep on. It was a time, man. It was a time.
That's awesome.
It was a time.
Oh, that's a great memory.
And if you're talking Bartlett memories, man, last year on my birthday, we played MUS, and I told them jokers, I said, the only thing I want from y'all for my birthday be MUS. We beat MUS 8-0. And I said, man, that was a great feeling last year, man. We finally beat MUS. I got that MUS monkey off my back, and it was on my birthday, so that was another moment.
There you go. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So, Coach, let me. No, I appreciate you sharing those stories with us. I think that's what makes just the blood just move quicker and get you fired up. Yeah. So let me ask you. As your young men, your 8th grade heavy guys are getting ready for the 9th grade, what has been your main speech to them as they go to that next level, that 9th grade to varsity playing?
Attention to detail, practice habits. Man, I had kids that I've been fussing at, man, this is not gonna work in high school. I'm telling you this right now, because they're good for middle school. So that, when they run in sprints, they looking at everybody behind them, but they still not giving me 100%. And they want to know, Coach, why you fussing at me? I won the sprint, but you're not running hard. Because you're not going against the guy besides you. You're going against the guy in Houston that's busting his tail every win sprint.
Right.
You know, and when you get to high school, they're not going to play with you. They're a lot nicer than me. I mean, I'm a lot nicer than the high school coach. Wow. I would say that right now. So you might as well get these habits now so they don't have to fix them, because they got a way of fixing them up there.
Sure.
And that bench over there, a lot of good players sitting over there.
Right. Right. Yeah. No. And that makes sense. So you're worried about, so you're telling them be competition ready, and it takes more than just the time that I've got with you.
Yes.
You're going to have to put something.
You got to put some work in. You got to. You got to. And I'm trying to teach them how to watch film, things like that. Like, hey, don't just watch the play when we watching film. Watch your position. Watch what your guy going to do Thursday. Does he lean too much? Does he overset? Things like that. I'm trying to, you know, when the quarterback, does he look you off? If I'm a safety, I'm trying to tell my safety, hey, does he ever look off? No. Every time he drops back, he's looking that way, he's throwing that way. So I'm trying to get those kind of habits into him, you know?
The small thing.
It's the little thing. Because football game is interesting. That's the truth. Yeah.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time.
No problem.
We really do, man. You've been a real gem, and man, I appreciate, again, you've enlightened us. I know that you've enlightened a community of listeners. And if you were to say one thing to the parents of your players, how can your parents find a way to support you more? What would you tell the parents to say, hey, this is where I need support, and this is what I need you to understand?
Just echo the coaches. You know, don't try to tell them to do something different than we coaching them to do. Just echo us, you know, just work hard, be on time, things like that, to say, you know, and just be supportive. You know, try to build the guys up, because sometimes we got to tear them down a little bit at practice. Sometimes it won't be every day. Like yesterday, we had a terrible day of practice, and we had to do up downs the last 15 minutes of practice. Like I got sick of looking at it. So that's when the parent needs to be, hey, y'all got to get right. Hey, don't be in there talking, oh, that coach was tripping today, man. He did not. Like, hey, y'all got to get right. You know, things like that. You know, being uplifting.
Outstanding, uplifting. That's a term for the day. This turn up Tuesday, being uplifting.
Yeah.
So if you were to tell the community, and you've got the whole world listening to you right now, as far as the Bartlett community, what is it that you need from the Bartlett community?
Just come support. Just come out, see the product that we putting out, all the hard work we've been putting in since July 7th. I need y'all there to come check us out.
Outstanding.
Just come check us out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So if our listeners wanted to know more about where these games are, how would they find out about where these games are?
Bartlett Middle School football page. I post every game link right there, every flyer. We got different themes this year for each game. So Thursday will be wear your neon, so wear your lime green, wear whatever. And the next week gonna be a blackout, so we're all black. So I got that good team moms this year. They help me out. They help me out a lot, so I ain't got to worry about none of that. They taking care of all of this. So
that's awesome, Coach. Yeah. I would say this. I love the theme aspect of things. I think that's another nugget of building that team, man.
I didn't come up with it. I can't take credit. Miss Anderson, Miss Harper, Miss Spankenberg, I let them with that. They got it. They did all this. So I can't take credit for it.
Well, it just shows that you've got a bunch of folks got their arms around you as the coach, and they want to see these programs succeed. That's awesome. That is awesome. Coach, look, appreciate your time, bro. I really do, man. Thank you for everything.
And if we win that championship this year, I want to come back.
Absolutely. I do. I want to make this a recurring thing. I want to bring you back. We'll find some time for it.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Folks, this is Coach Jackson, the Bartlett Middle School head coach. Have a good day.